He's the youngest Division I football coach in the nation. But 4 games into his head coaching career, PJ Fleck is still in search of his first victory.
It has been a rocky start for Western Michigan, but the Bronco head coach remains highly optimistic that he and his staff have the program headed in the right direction.
Jack Dole spent a day inside the Bronco program.
It's a long and interesting day. He gave us full access from start to finish. One thing I learned, I'm not sure it's possible to outwork Fleck and this Bronco coaching staff. Before the sun rises, PJ Fleck gets in a morning workout, a quick run, an array of crunches. It's a way to relieve the ever-present stress of his job. And with his Broncos 0-4 start, the stress is building.
I told you I'm the happiest 0-4 coach in the country. I love where we're at, and I know that it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't like being 0-4.
He's certainly not happy about the record, but with 3 Big Ten opponents in the first 4 weeks, the losing record was expected. That doesn't mean the losses will be accepted. So Fleck and his staff are putting their noses to the grindstone.
Our team versus Kent, then ball disruption, ball security.
It's a typical Tuesday at Western Michigan. Staff arrives between 5:30 and 6. At 7 o'clock, they hold a staff meeting and plan the day's practice.
Full pads. Any other questions?
After the meeting, Fleck sneaks in some film time, then bolts the office to bring his son Carter to preschool. Family time is precious during the season, so he takes every minute he can get. 9:15, coach is on the move again. He meets with Bronco boosters and shares his vision for the program, shows off the upgrades to the team's facility, and answers any and all questions. He has their full attention. Shortly before 11, it's off to meet with the media. The Broncos' tough start is the main topic of conversation.
When you look at mentally our kids are fine. You know, they're trained in row the boat mentality.
Once he's finished with local media, it's back to campus to tape his TV show with the voice of Western Michigan, Robin Hook.
The adversity doesn't strike a team until you actually have to face it.
By the time they wrap up at 12:30, PJ Fleck's day is just getting started.
Did the staff room really like that?
Before practice, coach sits down with his director of football operations, Dan Crispino. They discuss the details of the renovation of the football building, then prepare for what Fleck calls the most important team meeting of the year. Graphics and videos will be used to set the tone, but it's Fleck's energy that grabs the players' full attention.
The result will continue to be the same until you change your best. And you'll keep getting the same, and people will call you insane, right? Because we expected, we hoped, we wished things would change. We hoped for it. You gotta go make it happen.
At 3:55, the Broncos hit the practice field. Nothing but their most elite effort will be accepted.
Was that your best? Tell me that was your best. No way, right? Why not? You got to know what you're fighting for, Shafe. The guy next, you got to know who you're fighting for. Come on, buddy. We need you. We need you, 82.
At the end of a spirited practice, Fleck had another spirited message for his Broncos. Time to lift them up for their MAC opener against Kent State.
As your head coach, I know what I'm fighting for. But if I'm fighting for more than you're fighting for, it doesn't matter. If I believe in you more than you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter. Because you'll never believe enough in yourself to follow. And you'll never trust the person in front of you. This team has to start doing it, man. That's your shot.
After a quick bite to eat, the Bronco coaches lay the groundwork for the future. Recruiting calls, one after another. Coaches lined up in the hallway like planes waiting for an airport runway. As of now, they appear to have landed the best recruiting class in school history. According to Rivals, Western has 26 commits for 2014, most in the country. That's a big reason why Fleck can say he's the happiest 0-4 coach in the country.
The minute doubt comes in my mind, I know the vision of the program. I know where it's going. I look at our recruiting class. I look at how hard these kids play. I look for how much they're growing in this program, how much they're growing as men, the tough non-conference schedule that we had. I look at all those things, and I sit there and truly say that, you know, we're in a wonderful place.
Coach finally turned the lights out in his office at Waldo Stadium at 12:30 a.m. 5 a.m.
to 12:30 a.m. was his day. As a reminder to the pressures of the job and potential consequences, he has a quote from LSU coach Les Miles pinned up on his bulletin board, and it reads, "The state flower of college football meeting rooms should be an empty Red Bull can half filled with dip spit. Men burn out, marriages crumble, kids grow up fatherless. The game becomes a crack house for the addiction to competition. Days are marked by random nature of the game, turning ordinary people into miserable control freaks."